I joined a local branch of the Cadets of Temperance in 1850 and briefly gave up the use of tobacco. Although only 14 years old at the time, I had already become an inveterate user of the product. That was common for the place and the time. In fact, an embarrassing episode occurred in connection with this, where I was made a figure of ridicule by a fellow classmate. This was on the occasion of my inaugural visit to the school. A strapping girl of 15 in the customary sunbonnet and calico dress of the day asked me if I used tobacco, meaning did I chew it. I said no. It roused her scorn. She reported me to all the crowd and said, "Here is a boy 6 years old who can't chaw tobacco." By the looks and comments which this produced, I realized that I was a degraded object. I was cruelly ashamed of myself. I determined to reform, but I only made myself sick. I was not able to learn to chew tobacco. I learned to smoke fairly well, but that did not conciliate anybody, and I remained a poor thing and characterless. I longed to be respected, but I never was able to rise. Children have but little charity for one another's defects. But to return to my subject, although the Cadets of Temperance was an organization whose purpose consisted of a pledge to refrain during membership from the use of tobacco, alcohol, vigorous language, and the smouching of watermelons, that oath was only part of what constituted affiliation with that club. Members were also afforded the right to wear a gaudy red merino sash. From my vantage point, swelling around in parades and other civic functions thus arrayed was the main part and the only real advantage of the thing. It may surprise some ignorant persons, but I am still an ardent supporter of temperance. In fact, I firmly hold to the tenet that total abstinence is so excellent a thing that it cannot be carried to too great an extent. In my passion for it, I even carry it so far as to totally abstain from total abstinence itself.